Hey,
Hey.
how's it going?
Going fine. How are you doing?
It's great, but I kind of don't feel like doing the show today.
Oh, yeah?
I kind of feel like playing video games.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
But why?
Why?
What are we watching? What are we talking about today?
We are talking about Let's Play.
So, this has been an interesting year.
Yeah.
We did just watch an isekai, so that was on brand for some of the stuff, but I feel like we're watching a lot more comedies and slice of life stuff this year.
There's definitely a lot of rom-com and
Yeah.
romance and comedy.
So this is going to be mid-season review. Only 6 episodes have come out. And I'm really excited about this anime because it is about a girl who's trying to be a video game designer.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen any anime about actually making video games, have we?
We've seen about testing video games.
Yes, and being stuck in a video game.
Yeah, but definitely no slice of life involving making video games.
Yeah, and it's really cool. Now, this is a really unique anime because this is from a story that is not invented by a Japanese person.
Yeah, it's based on a webtoon, but the creator of it is American.
Yeah,
So.
and it's really unique, but it is an anime, but it does take place in Los Angeles.
It does.
Which is really funny, and
I love that there's some building, I think
Yes.
really she works in, that every time she goes into it, she's like, what is that building? You're always
Yeah.
like, I know that building. What is it?
yeah, so the main character, Sam,
Sam.
she works at a building, and it's for a company that her dad owns, but she works in this building, and they always show the exterior, and I swear I've been to this building.
Yeah.
Either I've been to this actual building, or it's such a perfect facsimile of an LA office building.
Yeah.
But every time I see it, it drives me crazy. I'm like, I know I've been there before. But yeah, I think the most unique thing about this show is that it not only is an anime, but in many ways, we realize pretty quickly, feels kind of like one of those date simulators.
Yeah, one of those dating sims. It's
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly I was expecting from the show.
Yeah.
And also it's really cute and fun.
It is, yeah.
But I don't know exactly what I was expecting from it because
Yeah.
I guess I was expecting it to be sort of rom-com, but
Yeah.
but not to feel quite as much like a dating sim as it does. So.
Yeah, for sure. So let's give a little. Do you want to give a little synopsis of it?
Our main character, Sam, she wants to create video games.
Yes.
And so she has this indie game that she created, and in the first episode, it's doing really well.
By doing well, you mean it is on basically a Steam type platform, and the reviews are 8 out of 10. So
Yeah.
it's being reviewed really well.
Yeah, and then this famous, essentially, YouTuber just gives an awful review of it.
Yeah.
And all of his followers review bomb her game.
Yeah.
And essentially, pretty much get it, kicked off of the platform. She's really upset about it. All of her friends are trying to console her. The guy that review bombed her moves in next door.
Yes.
And-
Martial Law.
Yeah.
By the way, we haven't mentioned his name yet.
Right, and it turns out that he's actually a nice guy, and she's particularly upset because he played her game wrong.
Yes.
It's not a fighting game, but he played it as though it was.
Yeah, it's a puzzle game.
Yeah, and so a lot of this show is about people's issues, and so they go flip to these little things where it's you see a person essentially being attacked by their own anxiety. Or
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things in it. I
Yeah.
love when somebody seizes up. There's in their mind, and it's almost like In and Out or something. Is that what it's called?
What?
Oh
Inside
no!
Out.
Yeah, it's kind of like In and Out's the burger joint. It's Inside Out, but there's this little creature that'll say anxiety or fear.
Yeah. And so it's one of these things where she wants to confront him and stuff, but
Yeah.
she can't bring herself to. And so throughout the first 6 episodes, we're seeing her dealing with her issues, dealing with the fact that she wants to make video games, but she's in line to take over as successor for her dad's company.
Yes.
All of her friends, they have their own issues that they're dealing with. There's guys that clearly have crushes on her, and she is oblivious to it.
Yeah, and some of it almost inappropriate. The first time we see someone kind of hitting on her, it is her boss at her job.
Yeah.
And I swear, the way they shot him, he kind of slides in a frame with a cup of coffee. And I was like, is this one of those video games?
Yeah.
Because I didn't fully realize that this is basically a dating sim as an anime. There's this scene where she gets coffee spilled on her, and he takes off his shirt to give it to her.
Yeah.
And it's all these kind of PG, like, but
But
romantic
feeling really,
scenarios.
In that case, it felt really weird. Yeah, and then you got like the friend that's like sort of like more of a hippie that works at the coffee shop that really likes her. Link, yeah. And her dog. By the way, she also has an adorable dog named Bowser.
Oh, Bowser. Well, yeah, we should. I mean, we've already mentioned the names, but like Martial Law, named after the Tekken character. Link, of course, from Zelda. Bowser, her dog. I do like how a bunch of the characters are named after famous video game characters.
Yeah, she's also, she also plays video games, obviously.
Yeah.
And so she's got like a whole group that's her guild.
Yeah, like World of Warcraft.
So there's your main three love interests, or so it seems. You got the manager at the company that feels real awkward. You got the adorably sweet coffee guy that that's a best friend, and then the guy next door that is the YouTube star.
The VTuber.
The VTuber.
Yeah.
That they start off with a little bit of an antagonistic relationship. The enemies to lovers trope.
Well, it's that classic rom-com trope. Yeah, I would say
they all are. The boss employee trope, the friends to lovers trope, and you got the enemies to lovers trope.
Yeah, it is like this choose your romance type thing. And all the guys have their own interesting thing. Link is like an EMT.
The boss is a fencer.
Yeah, the boss is a fencer. He's got his own mysterious past. And you really like this character too, because Sam, even though she has a privileged life and the fact that her dad is CEO and, she could easily just become CEO of this company, what she really wants to do is follow her passion to make video games.
Which she fell in love with because, she spent her childhood, in the hospital because she was a sick kid. And so she really fell in love with video games, playing them while she was in the hospital. Which
we thought it was based on,
right? It felt a lot like this really great book that we read a couple of years ago called Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow.
Yeah, and they are very much alike, at least when it comes to her background. Mm-hmm. It's just sweet. Slice of life, awkward romantic stuff, friendships, some video game talk and references, some influencer stuff. I like Marshall and his girlfriend, who's like a beauty influencer. It's got those modern things going on, which I really like.
I also like that things feel sort of accurate, It feels like someone that actually knows video game design. The author, by the way, has a degree in computer science.
Oh, that's
cool.
So
so she actually does know her stuff on the computer side of things.
It's like it's like how the writer of Dr. Ameku is a doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's nice when they really do have that background, because obviously things are changed to make it more exciting, but you can tell when someone's involved that actually knows their stuff.
Oh, 100%. I would say this. If you're just a traditional dude who likes video games and wants a bunch of action, watch Shangri-La Frontier.
Yeah.
But if you like video games, but you also like romantic comedies, you like slice of life stuff.
Have you ever played any of those dating sims?
Yeah, it's cute. It's a fun show. I think for what it does, I like it, and it's fun.
Yeah.
And it's and honestly, I enjoyed every episode. It's an easy watch.
Yeah, very easy.
It's it doesn't take a lot from you. It's not challenging at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also just kind of interesting to see the Japanese translation of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Which is also kind of trippy, to be honest, because half the time I forget, because we watch an anime in Japanese, so half the time I forget they're in LA, and then they mention that, where they are, and I was like, oh, yeah, they're in LA.
Well, it's a really funny thing, though, because I mentioned when we were watching The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, that there's those things that are just about Japanese society, the things of how you introduce yourself, and none of that stuff happens in this show because it takes place in America, and so it actually does adapt a lot of the sort of social stuff to be more American, sensible, So
Let's Play is on Crunchyroll. You can go watch it right now. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Anna, what's the question?
Have you ever played a dating sim, and what's a good one?
Whatever you write down there, we're not going to play. No.
We're definitely not going to play it, but I want to know.
It is a good question. No. We're already watching the show. You're not going to watch one play one of those games.
There is a dating sim based on this webcomic.
Oh, God. All right. Well,
we'll
get to the end of the anime and find out what happens. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.